to a farmer's market stand. All the weird pumpkins, they're all my favorite. pumpkin decides to say good morning. Probably not, it's just been a busy day. But good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And now it's night. It is bedtime. Sebastian, of course, had to poop as soon as he came upstairs, so here I am talking to you. But Saturday, yay! We went out to breakfast. I slept until like 9-ish, a little after 9, instead of waking up around 8. Took my time getting ready. We were up and doing some gardening chores by 11. I was watering all the plants and watering all the grass seed. I don't think I told you because I decided it was too boring to put in the video yesterday, but in the morning, the company we use for landscaping came and put in drainage. I don't think I should. Did I show it? Maybe I put in a clip and I just wrote a little note. I don't remember what was in yesterday's video. But yeah, they had to do 2 trenches. One of them, they did a good job of filling the grass back in, but there's seeds on both of them, and I was using my watering can to water those, making many trips. And my husband was taking the Freedom panels off of the Jeep. I'm saying that as if I know what that means, but he was putting a hole back in the roof of the Jeep. He does want to get a soft top for situations like fall and spring when it's questionable whether you can have it open or closed. It's expensive and he doesn't like soft tops that much. He bought a hard top for a reason because he likes it either on or off, but we want to squeeze out every last drop of fresh air, and it's just like April and October can be really crazy here, and sometimes it's just rainy, and sometimes it's beautiful. So he was doing that. I was doing the gardening stuff, and then we went to breakfast. Where'd we go? We tried a place that we try quite often, and we only go to maybe 40% of the times that we try because it gets so insanely busy. There's a little cart. But it wasn't busy because we went there so late. It was like 11:30, maybe almost 12 after all that gardening. Nobody was complaining they were hungry, surprisingly. There was a very long wait for food, and then they were really getting hungry. But we were fine, and the food was good. I think I gave the pumpkin pancakes 8 out of 10. I think I'll give them 7 out of 10 in retrospect. A little overcooked in the bottom, a little flat, and not as strong of flavor as I would want, but I have had much worse pancakes. I hated their eggs. She obviously did not hear scrambled hard because they were not fully stirred, which is fine, but all the egg whites were wet still, like runny, snotty. I don't do wet eggs at all. Blech. So that was annoying because I'm trying to eat so much protein and I was having to eat around these snotty bits. But anyway, the food was really good besides that. Then we drove to a farmer's market. Did I talk to you afterwards? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I should look at my clips before I talk to you. And I have so little time. So little time, as I'm saying that he is done. So I will talk to you after I do duty. Okay, I am back. So we drove out to Berryville to a farmer's market stand. Not farmer's market, farm stand, I guess. They have pumpkins and plants, gourds and dried corn, a little open shop that had all sorts of jams and jellies and pies, lots of great stuff. We didn't get any of that because we're going to go to an apple orchard, and we will be buying their apple cider donuts, so while we're there we'll get that kind of stuff. But we did go pumpkin crazy, just not on the carving pumpkins, but the specialty ones were such a good price. I got 2 adorable little round black pumpkins. I love them, and I so chose with my husband. We worked together to choose a black and red pumpkin. So cool. That's our bigger one. He's heavy, but he's only $13. The little black ones were $2.99. Everybody chose some mini pumpkins. Get your friends into bed. I'm gonna get your medicine in a minute. I'm almost done talking. Okay, you can play for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah, as long as you're not interrupting. Yeah, all of the mini pumpkins we got were $2.99. The boys chose the orange and yellow striped ones. My husband chose like a muted red bumpy one and maybe a white one. I don't remember what his other one was. But yeah, we got all those, and the main goal was to get 4 mum plants, chrysanthemum plants, to put in the holes that I will have when I pull out the dead sunflowers. I've left, oh, you're so loud. I've left them there because I knew I wanted to. Because you're so loud. They can't hear me over the toy noises. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them out. There's gonna be holes. I have nice potting soil in the hole, so before I fill it all in with the mulch and stuff, why not have some beautiful color, because our baby bushes are still so tiny. It's smelly in there. Maybe we'll turn the fan back on. Excuse me. Just air that out a little bit more. And I was hoping for purple, but they had purple. They had all the colors, but they had this gorgeous red color that's like exactly the color of my sweater. So we got 2 purple and 2 red for 2 + 2 Stephanie. Yeah, those were $9.99. So got all of our stuff for, I think it was $70. I mean, nature's expensive. Farm stuff's expensive, but it's nice to support little local stands like that. And flowers will give us multiple months of happiness. The pumpkins, we're not going to carve any of those little ones, so we usually end up keeping them till after Thanksgiving. They'll finally look and wrath around that point. Then just drove home. I had a flower in my lap. It's like a whole shrubbery. But as soon as we got home, I helped Danny get the roof box off my car. It's always a sad moment because that means no more trips for a while. We had it on from the beginning of May till just now because we went to the beach in May, and they were like, well, we're just coming back in September, let's just leave it on. It's actually nice because I can see my car in the parking lot and just like, oh, there it is, there's the roof box. So it's gonna be hard to find my car for a while, but I'll get used to it, and it'll certainly be easier to drive around. But I helped him take that down and hang it up in the garage, and I opened up some Amazon stuff that came super fast, less than 24 hours. I started getting some supplies for my costume, which I'm just gonna do some sort of a fairy with LED lights. I'm gonna be a light up fairy. I think it's gonna be mostly black with lights. The skirt I got is a white tutu with LED lights in it. But I really wanted this one, and I'll just put a black layer over it. I don't mind that will be sort of white. It's so cool. I can't wait to show you guys. So it has the lights all through it, but I spent a little bit more to get the one that has a remote. You can make it all sorts of colors, and it has all these also rainbow transition ones, which I'll probably go with one of those. It has a USB cord and also a little AA battery pack that you can put the USB cord into. But what I'm going to do is hopefully just use a power bank with 2 USB outlets, because I also got a strand of lights that were super similar to that, and I'm going to make my own fairy wings and put those lights in them. So hopefully they both have remotes and be all flashy and blinky, and have them go into one battery pack, maybe like hook it up over here or something. Yeah, that'll be super cool. Actually, the skirt even came with one of those running armbands where you can stick your phone. So that was interesting. Like, I saw it in one of the pictures and I didn't realize that actually came with it. It came with it. I don't know. I mean, it's meant for a phone, but maybe I think they suggested putting the battery pack into that. I don't know what I'll exactly do, but on order and coming sometime next week, I think in 2 separate orders, I've got fiber optic hair clips, and I think 10 of them that just scroll through rainbow colors. And then I ordered little butterflies that are meant to stick on the wall. They're 3D, but you can also stick them on crafts according to the pictures. And I'm gonna stick those on the big plastic battery pack that's going to be at the top of each of those hairs, and I'll put a butterfly on each. So very fairy. If you know of any videos of fairy makeup, I am going to wear my glasses because, man, it sucked to not wear my glasses when I was my skeleton with the roses. I'm trying to spot where I have the roses. I was a skeleton with roses. If you look at Halloween last year's video, you'll see I have a mask that I painted the lower half of a skull, and then I face painted the upper half. I will obviously be wearing a face mask, so I need to figure out what I want to do for that for a fairy. But yeah, anything up here, I can do makeup. So tag me on Instagram if you know of any cool fairy butterfly makeup. I think butterfly wings around my eyes would look really pretty, but I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. I do have to get the kids ready on Halloween. But yeah, that was my costume. I tried that on as soon as we got back, and then just continued sewing. I realized last night that I'm gonna have to sew an entire costume, basically a whole masked up costume for Jax, because just having the helmet is not gonna look right. It's gonna look weird because he's so skinny. It looked like a lollipop. So I'm going to continue that weird popsicle shape all the way down to probably his knees because they have such short little legs. And then I'll have like a backpack kind of thing attached to the back. But I needed a lot more fabric and foam, so I placed a Walmart order because I needed the exact same red fabric. The foam, not a big deal, but I do need it to continue. And I got the fabric at Walmart, well, with the grocery order. So I quickly placed an order in the morning. The soonest I could get it without paying the $10 rush fee was 4 p.m., 4 to 5. We do have a membership. We got a membership for the year because of the pandemic. So it was free delivery. I think it's just a tip, and because my order was a little small, I paid like $4. So basically $4 for same day shipping, which was great because their fabric is really soft. It's really nice. So I got that, but the foam didn't come. So I just placed another order on Amazon for the foam. That'll be here Monday. So I'm kind of at a stopping point, but I did start drafting a pattern for pants while I was waiting for that order to come in. I had enough fabric to cut half of it, and I did that. And then the fabric came just in time when I needed it for the front half of the pants. And I continued to work on that until my husband messaged that he wanted to go get dinner. We went to an Italian place that has an outdoor area, the only places we can eat, where I think we're kind of just in this rush to eat out as much as we can because it's going to get too cold. And then we're done until it warms up again. Everybody's going to close up their outdoor areas, and we're going to be out of luck because we're not eating inside. Yeah, so we had a lovely dinner of Italian delicacies. And I ended up showing them one of my favorite YouTubers, Cecilia Brumdahl, I think is, I don't know where the last names and her channel name is at, but if you search for life on Svalbard and Cecilia, you'll find her YouTube channel. We're a family of dog lovers, so I was showing them Grim, her adorable Finnish Lapland, and they were in love. And I was talking about Svalbard. I'm such a fangirl for Svalbard. It's so interesting. I don't even like cold, but I would deal with it to be there and see the northern lights and icebergs and glaciers and stuff. Oh, it's so cool. But yeah, I was showing them little video clips and stuff while we were waiting for our food. So it's just a nice little family meal. And we came home and I finished the pants. What I did was I took a pair of Jax's pants and I made a pattern from them, so it was going to be a perfect fit or too small. And luckily when I tried it on, it was a perfect fit. Like, I can wear them, they're just too short for me. They're like a fitted pant because he's that big. I fit in his clothes, they're just too short for me. But yeah, he tried them on. He hasn't tried them on since I put in the elastic, but I didn't need to hem them. They're the perfect length and it's fleece. I don't need to, it doesn't unravel or fray. And there was enough room to fold over a casing for the elastic, so I just finished that up and sewed What else did I do? I painted a second coat of paint on that little mesh mask because when I was hand sewing the casing around the edge, it was starting to scrape off. So I repainted that, and then I also painted a clear coat. And then I attached it along the top so you can flip it up, but I'm gonna have to do Velcro tomorrow. I'll have to hand sew that. So yeah, that's all I accomplished. It's pretty good. I gotta wait for the foam to come in before I can finish the body, but maybe I can start drafting the pattern and stuff for that. But I've been talking about that too much, and it's probably boring because you're not seeing the process. I film a little bit, but I was using that time to watch some travel videos, keep myself sane, deal with Sebastian. But that's our day. We would love to start seeing some of the autumn leaves. We're just full autumn mode here. Gotta make the best of it. It kind of makes me sad because I know winter's coming, but gotta enjoy the moment, right? My husband was thinking about West Virginia because up in the mountains, their colors have already started, but it is a 3-hour drive each way. That's long. That's long. So it would just be our entire day. We have to decide if we're up for that. Don't know yet. But I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'm gonna come back to my little friend who's being quieter. So anything you want to say to our lovely friends who are watching? Do you want to ask them what you should be for Halloween? Because you've got 2 choices right now.
Should I be Fire Mario or a dinosaur?
Yeah, so you probably already saw the dinosaur.
I couldn't want to play.
You said you didn't want to.
No.
There's the dinosaur. His teeth. If you can put it on over top, I don't feel like having you undressed. But yeah, when I was sewing those red pants, I had a flashback of sewing with just about the same fabric, the same red fleece, making a Fire Mario costume. And I was like, Jax was 5 because that was the year he was he had a cold right before Halloween, and then I thought he was about over it. And then on Halloween night, he got sick again. He got a fever, and he was just so weak. We could only go to like 5 houses. So we went to a few neighbors that we knew, and they just dumped candy. And so he had just as much candy as normal. They were so sweet to him. I'm like, he's feeling sick, so we're just going to a few houses. It turns out he had pneumonia. And we had several weeks of nursing him back to health with round-the-clock nebulizers and medicine. And that was a whole ordeal. But I thought of that costume, and I brought it out, and it fits you perfectly, right?
But what were you talking about?
I can tell you later. I'm not repeating it on the video. So now he has 2 choices, this dinosaur or Fire Mario. I do have Brother's question mark block candy basket. I don't know if I have the fireball flashlight. I'll have to look for that. But yeah, he could potentially be that, or he could be the dinosaur. So let me know what your vote is. You have to unzip it, and then you lay it out like footy pajamas and sit on it and stick your feet down in it. So lay it out like this, and then you're gonna sit your butt on it and start putting your legs in. I think this is a tiny bit short, and it's gonna be hard with your pants. That I might need to just buy some random green fabric. Doesn't have to match, and extend the legs. Unless he were to wear boots, but I think he wants to wear his green dino Crocs to match everything. So yeah, the legs are a little bit short, and I looked inside and there's really nothing I can let down. There's a little elastic, but I can't even let the casing of the elastic around because it's like surged on. Wait, your teeth are flipped in. Gotta get your teeth out. Look in the mirror now. It is really cute. And you have your little tail. So yeah, he's got options. I'll dig up a picture of Jax's costume and I will put it right here. Or here. It'll be here. Yeah, because you ripped your head off. So let us know what you think. Now, I've been talking way too long, so we're going to wrap this up. So good night, friends. Thank you for making it this far. If you have, post a dinosaur or a fireball, depending on which costume you think you should do. Good night. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.